in this video, we are going to wrap up our project settings. We're here underneath project settings in the edit menu. Jump all the way down to the last one, which is the editor settings. Now here they are inside the inspector, and we really only have two settings, which are both described pretty well. The first one is external version control support. Now this enables things like SVN, but Lee's going to give us a quick rundown of what that really means.
Right. Unity has its own version control. It's called the asset server, but this doesn't come included with Unity. It doesn't even come included with Unity Pro. This is an additional license that you can buy on a per client basis.
It's a separate product.
Exactly. And it allows you to have version control of your package and share your work out with other developers that may be working on the same project as you, and keep everything coordinated with versions, and you can roll back and make backups and all kinds of really useful things. But Unity has decided that they're not going to force you to use that product if you don't want to. You can use your own external version control system. You can use something like Subversion, or you can use one of the third-party products that are available both open source or purchased as third-party software. And by enabling this, it will allow you to use the version control that you are familiar with in your own working environment.
All right, now down from here, we also have the www security emulation settings. Now this is a little more complex, and this has to do with if you're developing for a web app and using scripts that are reaching out to files that are hosted at some location on the internet.
Right. If you're building, let's say you're building a game that's you're planning on hosting on your server, but your server is actually on a different domain hosted by a different company, and it's not where you're actually working on. What this allows you to do is when you're writing scripts that access web assets or web files, this is a way that you can pretend that you're actually running your editor on that domain, so it's able to find those things with relative pathing.
A really simple way to describe this would be if you are coding for a web app and you are using the www class to reach out and grab objects and you're running into problems, make sure that this setting is set to the domain where your game will be hosted, and that can solve your problems.
Yeah. But it's only for the editor, so when you're playing.
When you build out, you're going to need what is called a cross-domain XML file that actually tells the game where to reach for those assets.
Or actually put the game on your final server where it actually belongs.
That's right. So that is, again, a quick rundown of the editor settings. That wraps up this video and all of the various project settings that are available here underneath the edit menu under project settings. And before we close out, I do want to mention, just one more time, I'm just kind of squeezing this in, so forgive me for paying the bills for just a second. All of this stuff that we're talking about is going to be so useful to you as we move forward through various classes here at 3D Buzz. And among those, we do have an upcoming class over how to create your own MMO inside of Unity. That is available only to our member sponsor subscribers, and it will have very limited seating. If you are interested in getting into that, please check out on 3D Buzz. You will need to be a member sponsor to sign up as soon as seats become available. And I realize that has nothing to do with the editor settings, but I just wanted to throw that out there. And that will wrap things up for this video. Thanks a lot.